Well, this episode of Women in Money, the shit we don't talk about, is just going to be a little bit different today. Barb and I just wanted to have this conversation to check in, give you a little life update. We have a fun little, story to tell because I actually can't wait to dive into it about Barb using a personal shopper and just a bunch of different other things. So you ready to get into it?
Yes.
Gloria Steinem once said, "We will never solve the feminization of power until we solve the masculinity of wealth." Barbara Provost and Maggie Nielsen are the team at Purse Strings that will help you navigate the ins and outs of financial independence so that you can be financially fearless. This is Women in Money, the shit we don't talk about.
Okay, I want to talk about your trip to the stylist.
Okay.
And you went to go see Annie, and Annie was actually a sponsor for our Money Talks event. That's how we met her. We actually met her in person, checked out her style, looked good, which our event went great, I thought.
The event was fantastic. It was so fun to see women coming together and really stepping out on sometimes what is a skinny limb to talk about money, right? I mean, the hardest nut we have to crack typically is that women don't want to talk about money, but it's so necessary because like we always say, if we're not talking about money, we're not learning about money, and that's what we talked about all day long.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun, very exciting. I can't wait. We're going to do it again, and I think we're going to try to bring it to other cities, so we'll see. Big dreams here, so we're very excited, but that is where you met Annie. And I know you hired her to do this consultation, which I just want to know, like, how it went. What'd you do? Let's just dive into it.
Sure. As you know, we have a big event coming up this week. We are headed out to New York. To New York to to go to this investment news conference, and then in the evening is an award ceremony. So we're up for Female Trailblazer of the Year.
I'm so glad we're in everyone's ears right now singing.
I know.
This is just a real live of what we do all the time.
Yeah. And so, we thought, hey, we work so hard. Let's make sure we make this event really fun and spectacular for us. We're going to be in the room with other amazing women that we cannot wait to meet eyeball to eyeball. We've talked to so many of them via Zoom, but we're so excited just to get in the room with them. But, with COVID and everything, how often do you go to a fancy smancy event, like a cocktail event?
Yeah, I don't think either of us have really had things that fit or that we like to wear anymore, or make us feel like, damn, let's go to this event. We're showing up.
I know, right? I mean, because we didn't really have a reason to do that. But, this event is coming up in New York. And also we're up for another award in Chicago Inno. We're in the top 100 finalists for innovation, which is super cool. That's in November. But then I also have, a wedding, a very formal wedding in June in Italy. So I have these things coming up and I'm like, I have nothing in my closet for that. And really, I'm not a good shopper. I mean, every time I shop, what do I buy? The same basic things, right, Maggie?
Yeah, like a fresh white tee for sure, a new pair of jeans, a crop jacket. And, we always got to shop around. Is it the right petite size? Because we can't get a dress that's too long. We all have our go-tos.
And, Maggie, when we lived close to each other, we loved going to TJ Maxx. And
we still do.
And, but I thought, maybe we need to level up a little bit, find something nicer. I don't know. And I'm really tired. I don't have I just don't have the time or desire to go shopping. If you were here, maybe we would do it together, but we're not, right? So, we met Annie, our stylist, who joined our event, and I met her before, and she's, God, I wish I was as tall as her. You probably are, Maggie, but for me being 5'3", barely. But I thought, I need to get an outfit, right? For the conference. I need an outfit for these other events. So I reached out to her and I'm like, hey, and of course it's on Tuesday, right? So I reached out to her late in the week. And
we have a week to get this done. No big deal.
Hardly, not even. So I'm like, well, can you help me with this? So what I loved about it, first and foremost, is we just had a 20-minute meeting to talk about what's your style, what do you like, what are you looking for, what makes you feel really good, what's something you've worn in the past that made you feel really good about yourself. So of course, the assessment.
It makes such a difference. I mean, I can see it's like you're not just doing like day to day, you want to look good and get out of the athleisure wear. It's like I have these specific events, like we're going formal, which is really defined versus like this kind of longer like haul of closet or, switching seasons.
Yeah. And, I would have gone for like the little black dress or, the standard. And I really wanted to. With
jewelry and leopard shoes.
Yes.
That's how it would go over.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be bad, though.
It wouldn't be bad, but it would just be the same old, nothing. I wanted to try something different. Yeah. So she asked me all my sizes and everything. And we met a time to meet. And so here I thought, maybe she would take me to some boutique or something like that. But she's like, you know what, Barb? I've been doing this for a long time, and you can find fantastic things at places like TJ Maxx or Nordstrom Rack. And she even said, I remember Maggie at the event said, oh, someone asked her where she got her shoes. And she said, TJ Maxx. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, they have some fantastic things there. You know what, Maggie? We should get sponsored by TJ Maxx.
Every time I wear those shoes, somebody compliments me on them, and they're Mary Jane's. And for those who love a good song, you should listen to Mary Jane's Shoes by Fergie. You put on those shoes, you listen to Mary Jane's Shoes in the car, and you go to your networking event. You are ready to go when you show up.
Yeah. You need a little vibe. So I'm like, okay, I can go for it. I mean, I was so curious to see what she'd pick. Because, I could shop those racks forever and I'd walk away with a white t-shirt, blue jeans, and leopard shoes.
New purse.
And maybe a new purse. So, so she met me. Actually, we were at Nordstrom Rack. So she brought in from a boutique a few little things, some shoes, some boots, a couple of dresses, but then she scoured the racks there and brought in tons of stuff, right? So
she brought in clothes from the outside to the store too to try on?
Yeah, that she had already purchased and had in a bag.
Okay.
That she purchased on her own just to see if I might like them. So she had some boutique pieces and then she had some other pieces. And it was, what I loved is I did not have to do anything but stay in the dressing room and try clothes on.
Yeah, I was just thinking how when I went shopping this weekend for clothes, I had this vest from TJ Maxx I bought. So I literally brought it into the store with me and I told the lady, like, I need matching pants to go with this vest. And she's like, what's your size? I was just at, Madewell. And then I go in the dressing room and there's 6 pair of pants, all my size there, of like different styles, And then she just told me which one would match. And I was like, I used to hate when people ask me, how can I help you? And now when you just actually like tell them how they can help you and it's so easy, you're like, God, why was I not doing this?
I know. Well, it's not, you don't get that at every place,
Yeah, that's true.
Madewell, yeah, I love their stuff. So Annie just had racks and racks of things that she's like, this could go with this. And you know what? It was stuff I would never, ever pull off the rack. The dress
what about it?
Well, the dress that I got for the event.
You would have never pulled it off.
I know. I would have walked by that a million times and never tried it on. But I could tell it was really well made. Like, how sometimes you just put on a dress, you're like, ooh, this feels nice. Mm-hmm. It has pockets and kind of a cool sleeve. And I thought, you know what? This is what I need. I need to get out of my comfort zone. I need to sophisticate up a little bit. And she got me these cute, like, kitten heel pumps, black, that were adorable, that you could wear with blue jeans or you could wear with this beautiful dress. And I was like, I'm going to go for it. So that's the dress for during the day at the conference. And then at night, we tried on a lot. We had these beautiful leather pants.
Ooh.
I know, but they were super long and couldn't get them hemmed in time.
Still on this, 5-day timeline.
I know, right? I'm still bought them, even though, because, I could wear them to the other event that I have in Chicago.
Yeah.
So she got this beautiful, just very simple set that was a black turtleneck and then a very flattering, again, one of those skirts with all the pleats all the way around, which again, I would never
go
pick.
for.
But you put that whole set on, it's very elegant. It moves very lovely. And then she got me burgundy heels. Oh, so sweet.
Okay. So since this is, women and money, a shit we don't talk about. I know you were surprised you were still going to like the TJ Maxx, Nordstrom's racks. Like, she wasn't telling you to go spend thousands. So will you share like how much you kind of ended up spending on some of these pieces?
Sure. It wasn't a lot. So I bought other pieces too to add to it. Cause when you have a stylist there, you got to go all out. So those are the two outfits that I bought for those events. But like I said, I bought those leather pants. I also bought a super cute, again, this was from a boutique that was a jacket, one of the short jackets that kind of matches. I know that's me, right? But it goes well with my hair, the coloring.
It's so random.
I bought a green top. So a couple boutique pieces the dress was only $200. That wasn't expensive. Yeah. The jacket was about $200 and let's see, what are the boutique things? And the outfit was from Nordstrom Rack, and I think it was on sale, the black outfit, for like $60 for the whole
60?
thing.
Yeah. And both of those pieces you could wear separately.
Yeah. And then she ran to TJ Maxx and got me this beautiful, because it's sleeveless and it's in the winter to wear that. It's kind of a very furry, blitzy kind of shawl.
Oh my God, that's so you. Nail on the head.
I know it. And we looked at a little bit of bling, earrings and things like that. So I was kind of giggly. I was out of my comfort zone. I didn't have to spend my hours and hours and hours of looking and trying and being disappointed. She did all that running around. Many pieces didn't fit, which was fine. Other pieces slipped right on, which is fine. I can't wait for you to see these super cool pants.
Yeah, we'll actually see if we get those leather pants hemmed or not.
Yeah, well, they're doing it at Nordstrom's.
Oh, I was hoping I could steal them while they were long. Yikes.
No.
Okay, and then how does Annie charge? Because I feel like she knows these different things. She knows these stores. She kind of has this little inventory in her head. So you pay people for that skill. But she also did some running around. She did some shopping with you. I'm just like so intrigued how you'd pay for that.
So she charges $150 an hour.
Okay.
But that means I didn't have to. When I texted her about when I'd meet, she's like, I already have shoes for you. So she was on the go right away. She had already been to a boutique and gotten a few things for me there. So that's, time is money. She was at the store prior to me being there. And so everything was set up in the dressing room. We spent only like an hour and a half together. So only my time was only an hour and a half trying things on. Everything was done. And then she returned the things that we didn't use. So I think she spent maybe between 7 hours, 8 hours. So, but I thought it was really time well spent. I have an outfit for 4 or 5 different occasions that I needed it for.
And you feel good about them, like you're excited. You're not just like, oh, I got these fits.
I know. And I got some standard pieces, like these beautiful light suede boots.
Ooh.
That, oh my gosh, Maggie, I'm glad you don't wear the same shoe size I do, because you would steal them.
Yeah, I really would.
So, this is a great investment. Just like we say, people need to invest in their financial professionals, right?
Right.
I'm not the expert in this area. Sure, I've shopped, I've done things, but when you need to level up and go to a different place with your clothes and you need a refreshment, especially after COVID, I'll just feel really put together.
It's time to dream big and take charge of your financial future. Our partners at Wintrust Community Banks believe in empowering women to be financially fearless. Whether you're starting a business, buying a home, or planning for what's next, their local team of banking experts is ready to guide you every step of the way. Say goodbye to one-size-fits-all solutions and start enjoying a different approach that delivers much better results. Get custom solutions designed just for you and your financial goals. Visit wintrust.com to learn more today. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I mean, I feel like it's, you want to always, feel good and look good. That's so much for, women and everything else. And it's like, you didn't, have to shoot your whole budget. But it was that little investment to start looking good and feeling good. And yeah, there's another thing that totally you could do by yourself and you have for, I won't admit your age all the time. And then,
Thank you.
but, and then it's like, okay, now and then, for these outfits, it's super helpful to have people to come in and give their expertise, some of that outside look. Cause yeah, the things that you bought, I know, like, if we were buying together, I'd be like, you're going to try that on, It does look really good. And I looked and, like, the shoulder hits right and the sleeves hit right. And I was like, yeah, it's right. She knows. She knows what she's talking about.
She knows what she's talking about.
It's an expert.
She even had me try on this leather dress, Maggie, that was way too short for me. But I thought, wow, that would look super cute on you. So what did you get?
I just got some pants from Madewell.
But they're not jeans. They're
like these tan
trousers.
I don't know. They say that they're flannel, and I was like, how hot are they going to be? And this girl's like, don't worry about it. They're great, and they were great. And then, of course, they put all these other pants in there too. So I got another pair that just looked really nice. And then I ordered these boots. I really want to wear them. They're really soft leather. They were like $120. And my friend has them, and she knows they're good. So I was like, all right, I'll get them. But then I was like, maybe I need a wide for my little bunions.
Little bunnies.
For those listeners who don't know, I wear through my shoes really fast. So I try to get really durable shoes. So these are real leather. They're really soft, but so I want to wear them when we leave tomorrow.
I hope they don't hurt your feet, though.
I think we're just going to go with it.
Okay,
you can't buy anything in store these days, and don't make me get on that soapbox.
I know, right?
Oh, like at a shoe store, you can't buy the shoes in person at a shoe store. Don't get me going.
I know. It's true for a lot of things, electronics, all of that. You have to order everything online.
I know. So maybe I'll get that privacy screen today. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Well, the other thing is, your mom always has you covered because I'm bringing the Band-Aids along.
I got a box too.
It's tough being fashionable, right?
It really is. But yeah, I wanted to have this conversation, kind of share your experience, but then also like how we go to these professionals for all these different things, how you can, hire them and they are well worth the investment. I know we're excited for Chicago, and then we got a couple,
Chicago.
New York, and then
and Chicago.
And Chicago, both cities, love them all.
Yeah.
And then let's see, we're going to start doing a little bit more podcasting, which we're excited about. Mm-hmm. So we're going to start, I think, in the new year doing the show weekly. So we're excited to have you all tune in a bit more. And then we're doing, we're going to start some coffee talks in the new year as well. Just so everyone can kind of jump on and ask their questions and have these conversations. So we're buttoning up those details, but we're getting really excited kind of for the new year there. We love just chit-chatting and having coffee and answering questions and things like that. What else do you have to add, Barb?
We just want to start talking about money, whether it's, investing in yourself for a stylist, investing in yourself for a financial professional, investing in yourself and just learning and getting the good information and working with the right professionals and, coming to our next money talks. And, if you have a real life, real story, rags to riches, or just questions, reach out to us. We'd love to have you on our podcast.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk to everyone soon, and have a great week. Talk later.
Information is for illustrative purposes only and does not constitute tax, investment, or legal advice. Always consult with a qualified investment, legal, or tax professional before taking any action.